everybody, it's Mrs. Tosh Morelli, your band teacher, and I'm here in our Standard of Excellence book. We're looking at page 17. On page 17, let's look in the yellow and see what we're learning about. Today, we're learning about dotted half notes. We're learning about a new time signature of 3/4. And we're learning about dynamics. Dynamics tell us how loud or how soft to play. You might remember the word dynamics because dynamics is almost like the word dynamite. And when dynamite explodes, it's really loud. That's right. I want to talk about the dotted half note for a little bit. A dotted half note is an interesting thing because it uses one of my favorite parts. It uses the dot. The dot is not a note all by itself. Still, the circle part of the note is the note. Here we have a quarter note, 1 beat. Here we have a half note, 2 beats. Over here, we have a whole note, 4 beats. Those are all still the same. But when you attach a dot next to that, now we're going to do a little bit of math. When you attach a dot equals half of the value of the note to which it is attached. So let's do a little math and we can figure this out together. Let's look up here first. Here you have your whole note. We've been playing whole notes for a very long time now. And whole notes are always worth 4 beats. If we attach a dot to that, now the dot is going to be worth half of a whole note. So what's half of a whole note? Half of 4, 2. So here your dot is going to be worth 2 beats. A dotted whole note is equal to 6 beats. Dot is worth half the value of the note. So here on page 17 we're talking about a dotted half note. Let's work this out mathematically. Your half note still worth 2 beats. The dot is equal to half of that. So what's half of 2? 1. The dot is equal to 1 beat. We're going to add these together. A dotted half note is equal to 3 beats. 3 beats isn't hard to play, but it's hard to not accidentally play for 2 or accidentally play for 4. Let's look at song number 69, channel 3. A couple of things going on here. First of all, we have our time signature of 3/4. Just like with our other time signatures of 4/4 and 2/4, the top number tells you how many beats go in every measure. So here, we just have 3 beats in every single measure. Means we can't have any whole notes either. Okay? We're going to go through and we're going to play song 69 together. 1, ready, play. Now I know that there's a repeat there, but let's pause just for a moment. If you look at measure 3, you'll see that there is a tie between a half note and a quarter note. They want to show you in this book that a tie between a half note and a quarter note will sound the same as a dotted half note. It's just a different way of writing the same thing. Let's do this one more time. Don't worry about the part where it says patting and clapping. We're just going to play the notes. Okay, we're going down and up scales, up and down the scale at the end. Count in your head. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Good. Did you notice that I was playing loud? That's because the dynamics were written in for me. Right below the 3/4 at the beginning of song 69, there is an F. But it's kind of a scripty little F. It's a very bold F. But if you look back at the top of the page in the yellow, you'll see that the F stands for the word forte, which is Italian for loud or strong. So you're going to play loud when you see an F. Looking at number 70, Down in the Valley. If you haven't played this song before, take a moment, pause the video, and fake play until you have your letter names and your counts correct in your head. Okay, well, hopefully you're ready now. You'll see in song 70 that we have a slur from measure 2 to measure 3. And we learned about slur on page 15. That's the part where you blow and move your fingers. You'll see at the end of the first line, you have a tie. And now you have a dotted half note tied to a regular half note. So that would be 3 plus 2 is 5 beats, which gives you 1 beat of rest at the end of the measure. Then we go to the second line. You have a slur again, and then at the end you have a tie again, and it is the same number of beats. 3 plus 2 is 5. Looking also underneath of the notes, you'll see F under the first measure. You'll see a P halfway through the first line, an F at the beginning of the second line, and a P halfway through the second line. F, forte, means loud or strong. P stands for the word piano. Not piano like the instrument, piano, which means soft. We're going to play loud for 3 measures. We're going to play softly for 3 measures. We're going to play loud again, and then when we get to the P for the last part, we're going to play softly again. Okay? Here we go. If you need to, pause the video and practice this on your own. 1, ready, play. Rest. Rest. If you need to, go ahead and go back and play along with me a couple more times for song number 70, Down in the Valley. Once you really get it with the dynamics and the slur and the tie and the counting and the good breathing, it really is a very pretty song. We're going to skip number 71 right now. This is one that I want to do in class because it's a round. Let's go down to song number 72, The Little Fish. The Little Fish is in 3/4, but the little fish has a pickup note. Actually, it has 2 pickup notes, but only 1 pickup beat. You'll see that there is a pair of 1/8 notes at the beginning of the song. It looks like they're in their own measure. And we remember from page 15 when we learned about pickup notes that we took that beat from the end of the song, we picked it up, and we put it at the beginning. Take a look at the little fish. The last measure only has 2 beats in it, and it should have 3. So we picked up that last beat, we put it at the beginning, and we decided to put a pair of 1/8 notes. The little fish is a little bit tricky with your fingerings or with the movement of your slide. So pause the video and go ahead and fake play until you feel comfortable enough to play along with me. Because it's a pickup, that means I'm going to only count to 2 before we start. So I'll say 1, 2, and then we'll play. The whole thing is forte. Here we go. 1, 2. Remember, only 2 beats on that last note. It doesn't have a fermata over top to make us hold it longer. Number 73, go for excellence. We're going to do this one together, and then I really want you to play it a lot at home because this is a great one. I want to hear you play it on your own. We have 3/4, and we have forte and piano alternating throughout the song. We have a lot of jumps in the notes, and then we also have a whole bunch of scale patterns in the notes as well. It's number 73. On 1, ready, play. Dotted half note to end the page. I hope you had a good time playing along with me on page 17. Practice a lot. Remember to count in your head and say your letter names when you need to.